Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I have a special project to share with you, and not only do I have a special project to share with you, but I have asked a few of my scrapbooking friends to join me today and create a YouTube hop to celebrate our love of books and reading and libraries. I am so grateful that these ladies took time out of their busy schedules to create videos for the hop today. They're all amazingly talented. Please make sure that you go through each of the videos. They are amazing, and I know that they will have awesome projects. I can't wait to watch all the videos. So before we jump into the project that I have to share today, I wanted to tell you a little bit of the backstory. So in 2018, my youngest son, Austin, who was 9 at the time, had a heart condition that we didn't know about, and he passed away on the 4th of July. When the anniversary of his passing was rolling around in 2019, as a family, we decided that we wanted to do something in his memory to make a positive impact, not only to our family, but to our community. So what we did was we created the Austin's Library Project, and we worked with the school to create a wish list of books that the school needed, and I shared the link to that wish list on my Facebook page, and we had family and friends donate books to the school's library in Austin's name. So it was hugely successful. It was really a healing project for our family, and something that was super important to us. So that is what my project is about the Austin's Library Project in 2019. So this is the layout that we will be putting together in just a minute. So I have gotten a few questions about the library project anytime I've mentioned it in one of my videos. So I just wanted to tell you that if you would like to participate this year, we would love to have you. We have a goal of donating 400 books in Austin's name. I have had many of my subscribers already send books for the library project, and I am so grateful and so appreciative. It means the world to us to have those books in the library in Austin's name. With all that being said, let's jump into the project. Okay, so let's get started with this layout. So everything that I'm using for this project is from the Simple Stories School Life collection and the Simple Stories Color Vibes products. So their Color Vibes products are kind of their basics, the like cardstock and letter stickers. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock. I trimmed this kind of mint colored, or this mint piece, down to 11.5 inches square, and adhered it to the navy cardstock background. One thing that I did want to mention is I used this this paper for another project, and sometimes when I am cutting out a title or cutting something out with my silhouette, not very big, I will often put it in the very center of the page instead of the corner, so that I still have the option to use this as a background, because most likely I'm going to put something in the middle of the page to cover that up. So I did that too when I cut out part of the title for this page. I cut this out of the red cardstock right out of the center of the page, so that I can still use that piece of red cardstock for another project. So the other thing that I did was to put my journaling in place. I did that simply for time. There was a lot of journaling that I wanted to put down on this page, and I wanted to make sure that I had that down, and that it was already in place and everything. So I have this strip of pattern paper that is just like a bunch of books on a shelf. And I put some adhesive on the back of it. But before I adhere that in place, I wanted to add some of this red felt. And I just got this at Target years ago. I wish that they would bring it back because it's so cute. It's just a felt trim, kind of like a ribbon. And I just want to put that right at the top so that just the scallops are peeking out. And then we'll just put this right at the bottom. So now that I have that bottom piece of pattern paper and the felt trim in place, I'm going to kind of lay out how I want this to go to make sure that I have enough room for everything that I want to go on this layout, because there's a lot. So I have two photos here. One is of my little guy, Austin, and then this is a small portion of the books that we got the first year that we did this library project. This is how I wanted it to go, but with the way this cut file is, the L and the B are going to kind of interfere, and it looks a little bit awkward to have there be this awkward space right up there. So I'm actually going to bump it up and put Austin's name there at the top. So I'm thinking something like this. But before I adhere my title in place, there's a couple of things that I want to add down here at the bottom. So I've got this large die cut that came from the School Life Pages kit. So there's a kit that comes with everything in it that you need to make, I believe it's 2 double page spreads. I honestly, when I first saw the page kits, I didn't think that I would ever use them, but they've got so many really fun embellishments in them that I actually have used them on almost every project that I do. I use the page, something from the Pages kits. So I'm just going to adhere this globe right there and kind of nestle the word project in right there. So I'll go ahead and put that in place. Okay, so now that I have the word project in place, I'm going to go ahead and adhere my photos. And I actually have 2 photos that came from different places. This 4x4 photo I actually ordered from Persnickety Prints, and then this photo of Austin I printed at home. So I'm just going to offset those just a little bit, and then I can go ahead and finish my title. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this, the library word that I've got in the title. So I created this cut file using the, it's called the Shellion, Shellion script font. I will leave that in the description box below. So I just used that font, welded it together, and then you'll see that that is quite thick. That die cut is quite thick. And the way that I got that thickness, and the reason why I did it that way, is because I wanted it to be about an equal height with the letter stickers I was using. Sorry, couldn't think of my words there. But so I cut it out once out of red cardstock, and then I cut it out, I think it was either 5 or 6 more times with white cardstock. And then I just used my art glitter glue and glued all of those together, just one on top of another, and then put the red cardstock on the top so that it was, because that's the color that I wanted this word to be. So that's probably a technique that you have heard of before, but if not, that's a really fun and easy way to create dimension with your die cuts. So I'm just going to put the Austin's portion of my title up there. Again, I'm using letter stickers from the Simple Stories Color Vibes collection. These letter stickers are awesome, especially, I believe the color's navy on these. I have already gone through, I think, maybe I'm on my second or third package of these letter stickers. They're just so good. I love the color. I love the font is so versatile. You can use it on any project. And it works perfectly on this project as well. And now it's time to add some embellishments. So I've got my title, my journaling, and my photos in place. I do have a lot of embellishments that I wanted to add to this project. I just had a lot of fun putting this one together. So I have this die cut that came, I believe it was in the Journaling Bits die cut pack, and I'm just cutting it in half. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I want to make sure that there's just going to be just a little pop of red peeking out of the side of each of the photos. And I'm going to trim this one down even more because there's just going to be the tiniest sliver of this one showing, because I don't want to cover up any portion of my journaling. Okay, so I want to work on embellishing this area first. I have this cute little puffy sticker. It's a little tennis shoe that I wanted to add in right down there. And then this puffy apple sticker I thought was too cute, and I love that pop of red down there. So to balance out kind of this busy section of the layout, I am going to add a cluster of embellishments right up here. And the first thing that I want to add is this tag, and I'm adding that as kind of a grounding element to kind of give all of my embellishments a place to sit, I guess, so that they're kind of all grounded together. So that tag is one that I fussy cut from the Tags pattern paper in the School Life collection. It's by far my favorite piece of pattern paper in all of the Simple Stories collections. I just love the tags. I have a couple of pieces of chipboard from the School Life collection. I'm just popping out that little tiny piece of chipboard. But I wanted to add kind of a cluster of chipboard right there. And of course, I wanted to add the books. And I'm just going to use my liquid adhesive to adhere those. Simple Stories does have adhesive on the back of their chipboard, but I peel it off and use my own adhesive. I haven't had great luck with any chipboard sticking to my projects. I usually find chipboard pieces at the bottom of my page protectors when we do flip through our albums. So I've just gotten in the habit of using my own adhesive. So I'm using pop dots on just the one side of this backpack so that I can layer it on top of the books. And then I have this Dream Big puffy sticker that I wanted to tuck in right up here at the top, because we thought we were dreaming big when we first announced this project. Honestly, in the back of my mind, I thought, you know, if we could get 100 books to donate to the school in Austin's name, that would be awesome. And that happened within minutes of us announcing this project. We, that first year that we did it, we lost count at 600 books, which we were so grateful for. And I was totally, my mind was blown. It really was. Okay, so just to finish things off, I've got a couple of things that I want to add, and that is just these cute chipboard stars. And I'm going to use these to kind of balance out the color in these embellishment clusters, just to make sure that I'm not leaving a color off, if that makes any sense. So we'll just place them around the layout like that, and then I'll just use a bit of liquid adhesive. These are chipboard stars that came from the page kit. So they're a little bit thinner than the regular chipboard, and they don't have adhesive on them. So they're really fun to play with, and definitely don't discount those Pages kits if you don't want a kit to make a project exactly like the instructions say. They're really fun to use, however you'd like to use them. Okay, just a couple more things. I wanted to add a little bit of this book washi because, of course, I mean, it just fits too perfectly. So I'm going to tuck that right there in that space above Austin's photo. And then I'm going to add just a few enamel dots in the center of these stars, and it just gives that little tiny pop of texture. And then I just have a couple of these adhesive brads to add as well, and then that's going to finish things off. There's just the cute glasses. Oh, and actually, I forgot this pencil. It was laying on the photo and just kind of blended in. So we'll add some adhesive right here in the middle. I'm just going to pop that right there on top of that chipboard. But we'll add just these little glasses right there. And then I wanted to, this is how I wanted to dot the eye. I wanted something that just had a little bit bigger, more of a pop than just a dot that I cut out with my silhouette. So I'm just trying to decide which one I want to add. I think maybe this clock. Yeah, we'll just add the clock right there. Going to add that to the middle. Just add these to the middle of the stars that don't have the enamel dots. Okay, and with that, I'm going to call this one finished. Friends, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me. And my friends that are on this hop with me. It really, it means the world to me to have the such strong support from the scrapbooking community. If you would like to participate in the library project this year, again, we would love to have you, and I would be so grateful. This is such an important project for our family, obviously. But I will leave all the information for that in the description box below. Please, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments here, or if you'd like to send me a DM over on Instagram or my blog. Both of those are good places to reach me, and I will get right back to you. So if you're new here, I would love to have you stick around. I upload new videos every Sunday and usually 1 or 2 throughout the week. And if you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification, you will get notified every time I have a new video. So thank you again for stopping by. Thank you to all of my friends who are participating on this hop with me, and I will see you again soon.